Hi everybody, it's Darren here from Crazy BG Adventure. Finally getting around to showing you the updates, what's been going on in the house since last year. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the original part of the house. That's a big clue there. And you'll see that there doesn't seem like a lot's been done, but a lot has, and it'll become apparent to you. So what I'm going to do is I've got to edit this video and then incorporate the before to show you the after. So as I say, some of the rooms are going to look that different because not a lot's been done, but there is a lot of difference at the same time. So I'm going to show you this. So let's get started by showing you around and showing you what's been happening on in the last 17 months. It's been a busy time. I'm really excited about showing you this, guys. So let's get started. Alright, so when I first did the video last year, I was sitting in here. Now, excuse the chaos, guys, because this was the original living room. We don't actually use this as a living room anymore. I was sitting here doing the beginning of the video when I was showing you guys around. So this is going to be a guest bedroom. I've just got to sort out, this is all the junk and everything that needs finishing in a washing pile, and I'm really sorry about the mess. It's just finding a natural place for things. But yeah, look, that was where the fire was, guys. Look at that, we've got a radiator in here now. So I'll talk about that in a little while of why we have a radiator in there now. And I've just realised I still haven't got a new ceiling rose for there. That's from the old flue pipe. But yeah, so we've got a radio in here now. So this is the original living room. So this is now going to be a guest bedroom. So that's all going to be decorated and whatnot. So coming again into the lounge, the hallway, and you'll see there's not a lot of difference here. That bookshelf used to be in the living room and now it's in here. So we've got this door. We don't actually use this door anymore, okay? So this is the original front door. We don't use this anymore now. It's locked up. We don't need to, but it'll all become clear. The bedrooms had a slight change. So what we've done now with the bedroom is we've actually made it smaller. So, well, I say we, that means he who must not be named has made it smaller. Behind there we've got a huge load of wardrobe space, which is great because we had nowhere really to put a wardrobe in here other than that wall, and we couldn't find anything to fit. So we made our own wardrobe space, which it's a little bit messy in there. There's Christmas decorations from last year and everything in there. You can't see, it's so dark. I'll have to show you on a separate video, but there's tons of space in there for clothes and things like that. So this is the bedroom, which again hasn't been decorated, and you'll be thinking, well, Howie, why have you not decorated? Well, as I say, it's all going to become clear. So before, I'll show you the before after picture, which should be coming up around about now, which you can see that there was I don't know where it was. It was kind of like an old sitting room sort of thing, and there was big shelves and an old oil/wood heater, and there was a ladder going up to a hatch. Then you'll remember that we put in the inside stairs, and what we've since done now is we have a bathroom. So this is the update now. Okay, so you'll see it's still not finished. We've got another radiator here. It's still not finished, but it's getting there. All this has to be plasterboarded and redone. All this floor needs to come up and be relaid with a new floor because it's all uneven and whatnot. But we have a bathroom now, which is great, and it's so nice to have an inside toilet. For the first couple of months we were using the old outside toilet, so we've now got an inside toilet. I'll put that seat down. Inside toilet. We've got a wonderful shower. This is great. It's like a full-on rainfall when it goes. I love it. I absolutely love it. Sink. with a vanity unit, whatever you want to call it. So that's great. And what we're going to do for the winter is we're going to put an electric heater in here which runs to the electric. So when you switch the light on, it'll heat the bathroom, but you can switch it off as and when you need to. So as I say, in here has got to be finished. Now, what you never saw here before is this door. So we've knocked through. I'm not going to go in there yet. Okay, I'm going to take you downstairs and I want to show you a few other things before and then we'll come up and have a look in there. So I'm going down the stairs, so forgive me because it's going to get dark because this isn't very well lit. This is just basically the utility room slash freezer room, which will get done eventually, but it's a huge state. You can't even see, it's so dark in here because there's only one window. But yeah, it's a living room, the utility room and for the freezer and things. So then what we're going to do now, I'm just realising there's a door here open which I need to be shut because I need to show you guys after. Okay, so now what we're going to do is this is the old hallway downstairs. Okay, so I'm just going to switch that light on there. So this is the old hallway. So this door now we use, this is our main front door that we use downstairs instead of using the one upstairs. So this is yet to be decorated and whatnot. It hasn't been done, but it's, you know, these are like our winter projects. So again, I'm going to come up and put up a photo or a video clip of what the old kitchen used to look like, and you can see that if it was the photo, it had a load of junk in, or if it's the video, what we kind of did to make it usable. It had a bit of an old larder cupboard and some tables and a place for me to sit and put it on, cook on a camping gas stove. Wow, that seems like so long ago now. And this here is the new kitchen. So it's not quite finished yet, but it's almost there. This is a custom-made kitchen, okay, which we had done by a friend. And I absolutely love this. So we've got an oven and a 4-ring gas burner because we had to bring that from the UK because you can't get a 4-ring gas burner here. You can only get a 2. And this side, I've got like, I had a vegetable rack made as well for keeping vegetables and that on. And it's, you'll have to excuse the mess, guys, because it's not a show kitchen, it's a working kitchen. So it's kind of just using space for, you know, so I've got space where I can find it. But this is lovely. This is like a homemade dresser. And I love this. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I just need to give it a bit of a sort out. But it's great for keeping the plates and glasses and cups. And we've had to keep like the likes of packet stuff out of the cupboards because we had a mice infestation. But we've since got that sorted out now. So that's why you can see all these packets and everything up here, because I'm having to buy Tupperware to put things in so that it keeps the rodents out. So this is the kitchen. Yeah. Oh, and if you remember from my Facebook page, this is great. This is an old Pechka, an old wood stove which we restored. It was all painted like this silver, and it was in a real bad way, and we sandblasted it and then we repainted it and we give it a nice gold trim. So, and I used this last winter when it was really, really cold, and it works amazingly well. For now, we've got the bottled water on top because we use spring water to fill the kettle up, because the water out of the taps is really hard, so it scales the kettle up quite badly. But I love this kettle. I mean, it's a really cheap kettle. It was like made in China, but it heats up really, really quickly, wonderfully well, and it really looks the part. It really does. You know, I love now having a gas kettle because it gets the water so much hotter. So now we're going to go to the dining room, and I'll show you now is a photo or a video of what the dining room looked like. In fact, the video, it was full of stuff. It was absolutely full to the brim with stuff because we had insulation and tools and stuff that we brought from the UK, and It was a lot, you know, and we hadn't done any work. But this is what it looks like now. So I haven't even opened the curtains yet, but this is what it looks like now. Let me just open these curtains in a minute. Let some of this wonderful light in. There we go. And this is how it looks like now. So this is our dining room. There's a new table being made. We've found some old wood that we're going to make it into a dining room table, and some new chairs. We kept the original floor because I really like it. The only thing is that you can mop it, but it always comes back up to this old dust like. But I like the feature of it, I really do, so I wanted to keep it. In this cupboard under here, we have the old water meter, which is we have to keep accessible because a lady comes and reads the meter once a month. And, you know, just some other things. I'm not going to bother opening it. But the catches are great because these catches here are from the old windows. And we just incorporated them and made them into catches and handles for the cupboards, and they work really, really well. So yeah, so this is the dining room, and we've got a fire in here as well. Okay, so this is a pretty fire. And when I say pretty, I mean that's the make of it, P-R-I-T-Y, and this is great. You know, it works really, really well, and it gets the room lovely and warm. So if we want to kind of sit in here all day during the winter, we can just light this fire, and we've got a TV on the wall, and we put these lovely tiles on, which are like a brick effect, and they're really, really nice. So it kind of breaks it up a bit, stops it being like so white. So this is the room that's almost kind of done. There's probably like a little bit more work to do in it, but not too much. Which I'm happy to say. So, and I've got to say, I absolutely love it in here. It's at the moment it's my work area as well, so it's really, really comfortable to work in. So that's the main part of the house. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you outside first, before I show you the new things that have been happening. So as I say, we come out here. So we've got all sorts of the meds still to clear. We've got a load of metal there that has to go to the scrap merchant to be weighed in because we can get some money back off it. These were the old stairs that you would go up to get into the door that we don't use anymore. I don't know what we're going to do with this patio area yet. We're thinking about we were thinking about putting like a balcony at the front of there, but now we're having some second thoughts. So I'm going to come up here. So these are like old window frames and things like that, which we're going to cut up and we're using for firewood. And this is all firewood here, which still has to be cut up. Yeah, we've got a lot of wood. I'm so thankful for all the wood that we've got because come winter time you need it. So I'm gonna, at this point, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna show you a picture of what was the old barn behind the house. So that was the old house come barn, and it had a bit of a, used to have a bit of a garage with a inspection pit. And now what we've got here now is we decided that we needed some more space, so a friend came and gave us some advice, and then actually came and helped. And to be honest, I take none of the credit for this now because we have an extension. So what we've done, oh, there's one of the dogs. Hi, Max. So what we've done is we have extended from the original barn at the back and attached it to the house there, and we have a balcony and 2 additional rooms upstairs. Let me just go up here, and I just want to show you from a distance what it looks like. So this now is our new extension, guys. I could not be happier with it. This roof extension that you see here is the newest one, and we're going to put a bar in the hot tub there. That's next year now. But yeah, so there's 2 additional rooms. We've got a wonderful balcony there, and we wanted it to look like a barn come hayloft. So I think it's worked really well, and we managed to use like reclaimed timbers from the original building, and we managed to get a hold of a lot of original roof tiles so that we could use them for the roof. But as you can see here, these timbers, these are the original timbers which come out from here. Okay, so we've still got some left over there, but we don't really have at the moment much of a use for them. We might use one or two, but a lot of these will be used for firewood because they burn really, really well. And under here it's great because we have storage for firewood. I mean, this isn't all the firewood, but this is just some of it, which is great because in the winter the snow gets so bad. So it means that we don't have to go trundling through the snow. We can just literally come out here and pick up what firewood we need. This is all old stone here, which we're going to reclaim. We've got another project to do with the summer kitchen, which actually I'll take you over there now. This again is a blessing because it's so hot in the summertime that you can't cook indoors. So we tend to come out here and cook. So this is the summer kitchen, and it's wonderful. I mean, this is another wood burning stove that I've cooked on plenty of times now. It's absolutely wonderful. It's great for cooking on. And then this table, which we used from an old door out of the barn. So this is a table, and this is an old tree stump which we used for the stand. And this is our bench space here, which, you know, we've got storage, and we always do things like fry chips and things out here because it keeps the smell out of the house. So yeah, I absolutely love this. But this is actually being opened up, this part, and there's more being done onto this next year as well. So that's great. Absolutely love the summer kitchen. So what I'm going to do now is, you'll notice that there's a door there, but I'm not going to actually go through that door. I'm going to come back through, and I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to take you back to the staircase underneath. Hi Max, this is his favourite spot. He absolutely loves sitting on the step and just looking out. Normally he's on that top one, but these are Max's stairs, aren't they? Aren't these your stairs? Yeah. Alright, so coming back through, give it a little bit dark again. Now you can't really see, oh you can just see the doorway there. So this wasn't there before. See if you can get, yeah, that's it. This door wasn't there before. I'll see if I can find a video piece to show you that, you know. And what we did actually last year was, this was the old wood storage where that door was. So the wood went right all the way up there under the stairs to the be able to heat the wood burning stoves for the house. Now what we're going to do though is we're going to walk through, and of the new extension of the barn, I'm going to show you. I love this. This is the new living room. So this is the new living room, and I absolutely love it here. We've got a Paddy fast asleep here, but this is the new living room, guys. And it seems, I wish I could give you guys an impression of the space, because actually it's quite big. It really is quite big. It's bigger than the old living room upstairs. And I love it. I love it for a few reasons. The temperature stays constantly cool, which, you know, in the winter, okay, it may be a bad thing. But in the summer, it's wonderful because if it's too hot, you can come in here and cool off. And it's really good for maintaining that cold temperature. And we've had new double glazing put in. So there's 3 windows, and people say, well, why didn't you put a bigger window in for the light? Because really, you don't use this in the summer to sit in, and in the winter, you just want to knuckle down, and, you know, it's nice to watch. It'll be nice to sit there and watch the snow out of one of these windows falling. So I'm really looking forward to that. This rug is probably one of the newest things that we got. We bought it. We found it on Facebook Marketplace locally, and we contacted the guy. It was really cheap. It was 80 lev, so about £35. And it's worked really well. This is the newest edition. I think I might have to put some more light on here. This is the newest edition. This is our fire. So you see this from some of the other videos. Now this is an avant-garde fire. I think it's a Maxi Plus it's called. And this is where you burn the wood. And this here is an oven. So I can actually cook in this, which is great. You know, I can watch TV and slow cook a casserole or a soup or a stew or something like that, which is great because it's another way of being able to use heat efficiently, where you can be in a place where you're keeping warm and cooking at the same time. So that's an absolute blessing. I love it. This feeds has a boiler, so the fire heats the water, which sends the water through this pump, through the system, and then comes back out, and it just circulates all the time. And the radiators get lovely and warm, you know, and the rooms, you can definitely tell the difference with the rooms as well. So what I'm going to do now is the last rooms that I want to take you to is we have benefited from an additional 2 rooms. Sorry for the dark. So I'm going to come back upstairs now. So really, technically, this has went from a 1-bedroom now to a 4-bedroom. And just, you know, it's amazing what you can do, you know, when you put your mind to it. But as I say, I take no credit for this at all. But guys, these are the newest rooms. So this is going to be my other half's office. So there's a radiator in here as well. Those are the doors leading out to the balcony, which you've seen outside. And this room here is going to be my office. Now we've got electric but no lights in here yet, or sockets. But this is going to be the new office. So from the fire comes up, and there's a bit of a radiator here. So I'm going to be keeping warm from here and from here. So I'm really, really looking forward to doing videos and then being able to edit them in here over the winter. And then you've got this, which is an expansion tank. So this is where we fill the water system up, and this is where it circulates. So this will never, should never, see, it's very cold there now. This should never get hot. This should never ever get hot, this system. And if it does, it means that you've got air in the system. But since we tackled the air issue, just here we've got a bit of this pipe is our water level. So we have to keep an eye and make sure if the water level drops, we have to top it up. But that's like twice a year or something, we should need to do that. So there you have it, guys. These are, as you can see, this is why not a lot's been done with the existing house, because we were so busy on with the new house. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go down to the living room, and then I'll come back on to me. All right, back to me again. I'm back in the living room now. So yeah, so this was an update of what we were doing. There was another thing I forgot to show you, which was just beyond where the pump is at the outside. That's where the old toilet was, the outside toilet. And what we're doing at the moment is we're taking out the toilet, and we're sorting it out. So what that's going to happen is it's going to be the new housing for the generator, because intermittently you do get power cuts here. And when we have the fire on with the heating in the winter, we really can't afford to be without electric if the power goes out, because what will happen is the system is a circulatory system, and it means that if the power goes out, the pipes will boil, and literally that tank I showed you upstairs will start banging. And really, we don't want to be doing that. We don't want to have any damage to the system. So it means if the electric goes out, we can run out, start the generator, which will activate the pump, and it'll continue, and we don't really have to worry. And we might even be able to get some kind of emergency lighting. I'm not entirely sure yet, but hopefully that we're going to be able to do that as well. So yeah, it's been a really fast year. I mean, we started, should I say the other half started January. The top of the old building got knocked down. Then the beams, these beams here, these beams here that you see above, those all got laid, because these are obviously the main support beams. This one that you can see is one of the original beams of the house. We wanted to keep that as a feature. So then it was just like going on from there. Then, you know, it was the dormers being built, and then the wood being put up like on the outside, and then the insulation. Now it's all just working on the inside, so which is great. You know, I'm relieved that we've got everything done that we need to do on this now, so we have very minimal work to do outside because the weather's changed. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater now. Today is the first day that it's been kind of overcast and it's cold. It's about 14 degrees today. And soon I'm about to go out. I've got friends going to come up and pick me up soon, because the other half's already at a friend's doing some things, and we're going over and we're going to have a roast. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then it means I'll be coming back and editing video. So that's everything from me for now. I kind of done 2 videos at once because I was going to do a separate video about the heating system. But it was just to give you guys an idea. I think the next video I'm going to be doing is I've started baking bread, and I'm going to do a video of how I do it, you know, just because I think that it's easy to do, and if you can afford it, because it is quite cheap if you can get good deals on flour, and it's definitely worthwhile trying, especially if you're a novice, and you can come up with some fantastic results. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some cooking videos as well, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So hopefully if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more videos, please feel free to subscribe. And I will be back again very soon with another video for you. So thanks very much for taking the time to watch, guys. I want to sit here and I'm going to enjoy this living room and chill out for a little while before I go. And I'll see you guys again really soon. Thank you very much for your support, guys. Have a great Sunday. See you next time.